What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. I hope you guys are having a good week. Today, we are updating the current power rankings for the NBA. We're going to keep it short and sweet, man. Starting at number 10, it was the Kings. It's now the Pelicans. The Pelicans have been playing very good basketball as of late. They have a chance to make the playoffs, if not the play-in. I do think if they make the play-in, they probably make the playoffs. They have a really good matchup for the teams that they might face in that play-in spot if it gets to that. So overall, I do think they're playing like a top 10 team in the NBA. Moving on to number 9, it was the Bucks. It is now the Dallas Mavericks. The duo of Kyrie and Luka. Now, it has been on and off. It has been hot and cold. But as of right now, heading into the playoffs, they are extremely hot. Luka and Kyrie are playing some of their best ball of the season right now, alongside some of those trade deadline acquisitions the Mavs got have fit really well with their play style. They're on a 7-game win streak right now. I believe they beat the Houston Rockets and they put them in place for the longest active streak currently for the NBA. And so they land at number 9. Moving on at number 8, it was the 76ers. I'm going to let you guys know, obviously, they've fallen off. It is now the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have been playing without Donovan Mitchell, which is why I still have them on this list. They are still currently solidified in a playoff spot. I don't see them falling out of the playoffs. I know the East is not really that close anyway. And so doing this without Donovan Mitchell was impressive. They added him back into the lineup recently, and I do look for them to have a decent playoff run. Moving on to number 7, it was the Knicks. It's still the Knicks. Pretty self-explanatory. We have not seen OG Anunoby come back yet. There's been some weird reports around him that I've seen on Twitter, whether they be real or not. We know how Twitter works. But the Knicks obviously have been playing very well. It's definitely the best Knicks teams we've seen in quite a while. Jalen Brunson has been playing out of his mind. Just dropped 61 recently. So the Knicks stay at number 7. Moving on to number 6, it was the Clippers. It's still the Clippers. The Clippers, ever since the All-Star break, have been down. Obviously, the talent on that team, though, has to give them at least a top 10 spot in this list just for pure talent. Now, the amount of playoff chokers that are on that team, the amount of bad health that's on this team is definitely going to be a big factor heading into the playoffs. But I do think overall they at least make a run at the Western Conference Finals. And not they're a 7-game series in the second round at least, I would say. And so they land at number 6. Moving on at number 5, it was the Cavs. It's now the Bucks. Damian Lillard has been playing a lot better. The duo of Giannis and Dame have not lived up to the expectations we've had so far, but they have been playing better. The defensive side of the ball has been exponentially better since Doc Rivers took over. The overall record has not been better, but the defense has been better, and that's why they brought him on. Moving on to number 4, it was the Timberwolves. It's still the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves, I believe, are the current number 3 seed in the Western Conference behind the Nuggets and Thunder, or the Thunder and Nuggets in order. Obviously, they've been playing very well this season, but I still have my doubts about them heading into the playoffs, especially with the Rudy Gobert aspect of their defense. But we will have to wait and see till that plays out. Obviously, we cannot judge them on something we haven't seen yet, so they stay at number 4. Moving on to the number 3 spot, it was the Nuggets. It is now the Thunder. Like we mentioned, they are the current number 1 seed in the Western Conference, followed by the Nuggets at number 2. The Thunder are a very young team, very fun team to watch. SGA just hit a turnaround step-back game winner against the Clippers. I'm wrong on that. I don't remember who he hit it against. No, it was the Knicks. Excuse me. They've been playing really well. They're very fun. They're very young. And I do look for them to make a very deep playoff run. But for now, they land at 3. Moving on to number 2, it was the Thunder. It is now the Boston Celtics. We've talked about it. The Boston Celtics have lost a couple of games. They've lost a couple of games to blowing big leads. Has not been the best stretch of basketball for the Celtics this year by any stretch of the imagination. And with it being so close to playoff time, hopefully they get it turned back around and get it clicking on all cylinders like we saw in the beginning and middle of the season. And then moving on to number 1, it was the Celtics. It's now the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are the reigning champions. They are playing like that as of right now. Jokic seems to be in full swing. So Jamal Murray. That team was very deep, very fun to watch. Obviously watching Jokic play at an MVP level once again. and they land at number 1. Let me know where I'm wrong, where I'm right, who you'd put in, who you'd take out. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.